YouTube, Shuken Shinobi here with a review of the Ressha Sentai ToQger Renketsu Bazooka! Yeah. So, the box is really big, so let's just get this out of the way. And we are greeted with a bunch of tiny weapons. However, this does include the Energy Ressha, which I think is like our smallest Ressha yet. This is a very tiny little thing. However, it is done in very nice silver paint. It is clear right through here with the little electric spark running through it, which is very nice. It is a lot of clear plastic in here too. What I believe is the ones that are coming out in the candy toy and capsule lines eventually will not be transparent. I think it is just a sticker on the candy toy ones. It's a little hard to tell with the pictures that we have right now. But obviously the way to get the best looking one would be through picking up the bazooka. But is it worth it? No, not really. But let's go ahead and take a look at this in our other toys. And to make the formation for this, you just pop off the pink Ressha as per normal, I guess, and attach the Energy Ressha. That's it. This probably won't even happen, ever. Alternatively, you can pop off the yellow Ressha and put it on this arm. So that arm can be all electric and pretty and stuff. Alright, so let's just set that aside. Right now, we will need that soon. And go ahead and take a look at these tiny little monstrosities. So first up is the Rail Slasher, and this is the meat of the actual bazooka. It's where all the electronics are. It just takes two, I think, LR44s. They are included, so it's not really an issue. But this is where everything comes from, and is basically the core component you need. Flip it on, you get the typical ToQger turn-on noise. So you get 4 generic slashes, which are all the same, and then a whoosh noise. That's it for this. So it's a very generic sword. A lot of the detail is just painted over. It's all molded in there. You can see the... You bet. You can see the wheel design in there. And that's nice. It's just not really painted up to par. But given the fact that these are just a small roleplay weapons, it's a little bit to be expected on these combiner swords. Here is Blue's form trigger, home trigger, whatever you want to call it. It is a platform trigger, basically designed after a train platform. It's actually kind of like the ones that they just kind of ease up and stop there. So it's like that. It does absolutely nothing. It is just a tiny little gun that kind of looks like a little taser or something. But yeah, not a whole lot going on for this. It doesn't even move or anything like the Steak bowgun or anything. It's just, it's there. Dawson already made this joke, but this is the greatest Sentai roleplay weapon of all time. This is the Shingo hammer or signal hammer. It's horribly pathetic. Like I make jokes that this reminds me of the little hammers that doctors use to test your reflexes, except the ones that they have are better than this. They're bigger. But yeah, it's a... I don't really even know what you could use this for, really. It's that pathetic. It's a thing. I don't know. You can, if you have a figure with big enough hands or glue or something, you could actually just have the figure hold this. It would probably be more in scale with a figure than it would be anything else. So that's that. Next up is Green's Tunnel Axe, which is a really weird axe. Yes. It's curved because when it folds up, it has to resemble the tunnel, obviously. So you're left with an axe that has this weird curvature to it, which is a little bit strange. I do agree with Dawson. It kind of looks like a dustpan. But it's not awful from this side. If you flip it around to this side, it's kind of dull. But this side has a nice TQG emblems on it and the silver paint. It's just a little bit of a shame that it's so strangely shaped. But it's how it is in the show, so I can't fault it for that. Kind of looks like a manta ray. Or a spaceship or something. Anywho, moving along. Last we have the Tekkyo claw, or the bridge claw. Pink's weapon that can apparently shrink things or something. That was only used once. I don't know if that's like a legit thing or not. But anywho, it's a tiny claw weapon. You can hit people with it or whatever you do. I don't know. I don't judge. But it does nothing else besides that. And it is too small for adult hands. But should be pretty much perfect for the kiddies. Alright, now we get to the mildly entertaining part, actually combining them. So what we're going to do is take the form trigger and the bridge claw, attach them right there. Our dinky little reflex hammer will pop up right there. So that is the butt of the bazooka. Take your tunnel axe and your rail slasher. That will go right in there. Make sure this railing portion is facing upward. You can go ahead and bring the tunnel up right now if you want to. And then connect these two pieces together, and that will actually activate the sound. Sounds like a really obnoxious telephone. And that is our sound. So the whole gimmick here is to slide that back up. When you lock this in place, it will commence the sound, but I went ahead and turned it off so it'll stop being obnoxious. You take the Energy Ressha and basically just push it forward and it will lock in place right here. And then when you pull the trigger, it will zoom across the railing and into the tunnel. Obviously not all the way, it's butt sticking out. But it's the effect that counts. Everyone keeps doing this, so I'm going to do it too. Here comes the choo-choo! Oh man. So in terms of sounds, you do have a generic firing sound when there is no Ressha up here, if it's already through the tunnel. So you do have that, and like I was saying before, to reset, simply slide the Ressha, and it will restart. So is this worth it? For the price, no. I can safely say that this is not worth it whatsoever. If you really want the Energy Ressha, despite the fact that this one is rather pretty looking with the metallic paint and the clear plastic and the electricity thingy in it, and all that, go for a candy toy or capsule one. It'll save you a whole lot of money. This set alone is roughly $50, and it's just, the fun factor is not there. Like Dawson said, if it shot the Ressha, it'd be a little bit more interesting, but due to safety reasons, obviously, they can't do that. So as it stands, there isn't enough sounds in it to really have a lot of playability. The individual weapons on its own are really awful. And the combined mode, while okay as a gun, when you think about the fact that it's supposed to be a bazooka comprised of 5 weapons, it just sort of loses its magic in that mode. Now, this is a set for little Japanese children. That being said, it's not supposed to be in scale with adult hands, and it's completely understandable that it is the way it is. That being said, even as a kid, I didn't really dig the roleplay weapons like these all that much because they were too small, even when I was little. and I just didn't really enjoy them all that much, so I still don't really enjoy them now. If for some reason you do think you'll really like this, then by all means pick it up. The Energy Ressha is a nice bonus. But at the main price tag, I just cannot recommend this. If it ends up shelf warming and going on sale for 1,500 yen or so, go ahead and pick it up. I think for 1,500 yen, the bazooka mode is actually okay. But in the individual modes, it's not worth it and not worth the full retail price. Thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.